My name is Scarlett Hawkins. I'm an SRHR and gender equality advocate from Australia but living in the Netherlands. It's always an issue trying to be taken seriously as a young professional, and especially as a female young professional. People tend to put you in a box or give you an opportunity that's somewhat tokenistic in the engagement. So whether that is speaking in a contained platform or being put on as the token youth to talk only about youth issues when your area of expertise or knowledge is probably significantly wider than that. Yeah, meaningful youth engagement is a huge issue. The barriers to entry for the international development sector are unfortunately quite high for many people. It's very much an educated white space. A very important part of what needs to be done now is that we continue the work on meaningful youth participation that's been happening across a lot of organizations, but at the same time we encourage young people to maintain their authentic voice. Just because they can all speak the language of development, it doesn't mean that they should have to be understood, heard and respected. The human rights space, and that is I guess what SRHR is all about, is one that has a strong propensity for burnout, especially in young people who are trying to not only contribute to something greater than themselves, but also to raise their own profile, raise their own validity. I think hustle culture has been hugely detrimental to the well-being of not just young people, but a lot of people working in this space. The expectation that we can be tireless when fighting for things that are hard to measure, hard to scale, not necessarily quantifiable. It's a tricky landscape to be working in, and so I think an important thing that we need to do is really practice that compassion for one another, which is easier said than done when there's so much to do and it's a strict funding landscape and people are navigating really complex political environments to be able to achieve the things they want. So yeah, compassion, empathy, authenticity, discussions with your peers, discussions with mentors. I'm very fortunate to be able to have an incredible mentor who supports me and allows me to bounce ideas around with her, but not everybody has access to that, and I think it would be really magnificent if people who are established in the space would more actively seek mentorship opportunities, and not just with people who are already rising or emerging stars or established stars of the youth demographic, but working with people who may not have that support, because that is super important for us.